Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Maara, directed by Dhilip Kumar and starring Madhavan and Shraddha Srinath. Now, the film is based on the Malayalam hit Charlie, directed by Martin Prakkat and co-written with Unni R. Now, I don't remember Charlie all that well, but I think the broad beats in Maara are the same, but the specifics have been tweaked a little. They are a little different. The story is essentially a magical fable. It's a kind of a treasure hunt where instead of a pot of gold at the end, we get an insanely charming man played by Dulquer Salmaan in the original and R. Madhavan here. The casting is crucial. Shraddha Srinath plays Paru. She's the determined treasure hunter. As for Maara, he's off screen for large chunks of time, and yet we need to get the sense that he's always with us, among us. You need an actor who's funny and charming and who's twinkle-eyed and all those things, and like Dulquer Salmaan in the original, Madhavan brings all those things, he checks all those boxes and more. In fact, what Madhavan brings is not just his particular performance in this particular movie, but his similar performances of playing twinkle-eyed, charming people down the years right from his youth, and he's a very middle-aged man here. So there's a sense of all that history that happened in front of our eyes. The film is a very fanciful creation. It begins with a story that Paru hears as a little girl. It's about a man whose soul resides in a fish. Or is it really about a man whose soul resides in a woman whose name Meenakshi, which means fish-eyed? The beauty of Maara, as in Charlie, is that you think that with these leads, we are actually going to watch their love story, whereas this is a love story, but just not of these two people. The film's beating heart lies in Paru's profession. She's a person who restores old buildings. She's also someone who restores something really precious to an old man. Mara is the kind of movie that says the universe gives you signs and you just have to open your heart, forget logic, and follow those signs. But I'll say this much, in its mix of romantic whimsy and its belief in the worthiness of good deeds, the film resembles the love child of Amelie and Samudrakani. The one big problem I had with Mara is that it's terribly overlong, and maybe it'll help if you haven't seen Charlie. And also the music, Ghibran's music, the background score, it kind of became too much after a point. But given the big imaginative leaps we are asked to take, this is a remarkably even film. It's a very pleasant film to watch. Apart from Madhavan and Shraddha Srinath, the supporting cast is absolutely tops. Alexander Babu is great fun as a thief who does a hilarious twist on the stalker-lover trope so beloved to Tamil cinema. Abhirami hits some really nice notes as a sex worker. And Sshivada is a real surprise. She does more with one look than most actors can do with a whole page of dialogue. The film's real stars, however, are the cinematographers Dinesh Krishnan and Karthik Muthukumar. The colors are deep and immersive, they're real when they need to be real, and they're gloriously overwrought when we need to feel the fakeness of the fable. A terrific example of the latter kind of lighting is when we enter Mara's home and we see that everything, a scented candle, an armchair, the light that falls on her face, everything is in the colors of the sea, that is turquoise or aquamarine and colors like that. Why? Because it all started with a fairy tale about a fish, remember? Mara is a film that made me long for the big screen again because I really think that this would have been a spa for the senses, if you will. So that's it about Mara. The full reviews up on the Film Companion website. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South and see you soon at the movies.